What up, guys? Annie's here bringing you a review for The Promised Neverland, episode 12, the last episode of the season. And honestly, this episode was just basically finishing up the remainder of this arc, which is the children escaping. They were able to escape. Unfortunately, though, they had to leave the 4-year-olds and younger to stay back because Emma said she can't take everyone, but even Emma said it herself. Even though she's leaving some of the kids behind, she hasn't given up on them. It just means, look, I can't take you with me right now, but I'm coming back for you later. This is essentially what's going on. And honestly, I have to admit, this is a smart move. It's a smart move because you're not abandoning the kids, but you have to acknowledge the fact that you can't take everyone. Because if you took everyone, then it's going to be a problem. Not everyone's going to escape and whatever. And that's just going to look bad on them. Because, like, they need to make sure they can leave this place without having a problem. Either way, they escaped. Mostly everyone managed to get out. And now that they managed to escape and now they're outside in the real world, what are they going to do from here is the big question. How are they going to survive? What are they going to do for scavenging materials? Majority of the area is covered in this harvesting plant. And it makes me wonder, with these demonic sick freaks here, they have to basically roam around without being caught. Excuse me. But I will admit though, I also feel like there's still other survivors out there rebelling against these creatures. There's no way that these demons have every single human being on lockdown. Let's be real. There's got to be other rebellions out there that are hiding and waiting to strike, which I'm sure Emma and the rest of the group is going to go out there and find them. We also got basically a flashback of Isabella. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care. Even if she's like, I hope you escape. I hope you survive. Yada, yada. You're only saying that because they got away with you. If you still had them under your clutches, you would not let them escape. You would make sure they'd stay put and you sell them. You would have never, out of the goodness of your heart, willingly turn a blind eye and let them escape. No way in hell would you have ever have done that. If she actually turned a blind eye and let him... Look, the only reason why she was like, I hope you survive, it's because they already left. They escaped. They're not... Isabella lost. This is what happened. She lost. If she still had control of the situation... and if she knew she still have a way to bringing them back to the farm, she would have not hesitated to break all these kids' legs, I'm sure, and make sure they don't attempt this crap again. So, for those of you that... Sorry guys, just reading a notification. But I didn't give a crap about Isabella. She lost, and I'm happy about that. Whether she gives a damn if she's gonna survive, if they're gonna survive or whatever, I don't give a damn either. This woman, I bet you anything, she still wouldn't hesitate to sell the kids that she has on deck with her right now. So I'm gonna tell you this right now. I find her bullshit disgusting. I find her, oh, I wish you a safe trip or whatever, very, very fake, because once again, the only reason she says that is because she lost. She could not handle these kids. They outwitted her. They outsmarted her at every turn. Once again, she lost, and she's just accepting defeat. If she would have never turned a blind eye and let a kid escape, no way in hell. So why should I care or feel sorry about this worthless pile of excuse of a human being that sells her own kind to be eaten and made for decoration? I'm sorry, but no. Like, fuck this chick. Like, fuck Isabella. Just because she didn't have the nerves to escape or had, like, the courage to escape doesn't mean everyone else has to suffer as she does. You would think. And here's another thing. Ray is actually Isabella's biological son. That's her kid. Her actual kid. The one she gave birth to. And the only reason she gave birth to that child was so the child can live as a gourmet meal. Really? You give birth and raise the child only to be eaten. You are a piece of shit mom. What's the point of raising that kid if you'll know that you're sentencing him to death? And it's like, I don't give a shit about her past if she turns out to be the scum of the earth later on. I don't care because they outwitted her that she had a sense of compassion toward the end. You are nothing but trash in my eyes. You were willingly allowed to let your son be shipped and to see him get eaten without a damn concern for him at all. You used your son. You used him to send these kids off. And right when you're done using your son, you make sure that he gets shipped off and be a nice, pleasant ship A-class meal for these suckers. These monsters. These freaks. You want to feed your son to these animals? What kind of mother are you? If this is what you call a freaking mom of the year, I hate to see what your envision of mother is. Like, I'm just saying, that ain't a mom. That's a psychopath. Like, for real. Who the hell would be on this bitch's side? I would have offed her a long time ago. I'm just saying. Some people might hate on me for that, but you know what, guys? I'm voicing my opinion. And even then, are you telling me you condone her actions? You telling me right now, if you had a child, if you were in her situation, you had a child, he was in the same plant where that you are raising him from, like you are within reaching distance of your child. You're telling me you would use that very child to make sure he gives you information about all these kids, that way to know whether they're scheming something or not, and ultimately to ship them and to be eaten later. You're telling me when it's time for your kid to be shipped, you would ship him and allow him to be eaten? Are you fucking serious? You would literally allow your son to be eaten. When you do realize you would be you could aid in your son's survival. You can help him live. You can let him escape. If you want to stay here, because if you leave, you'll die, I understand. You have to stay here. You cannot leave it. If you leave, you're dead. So I get it. I get not leaving, because if you leave, it's pointless. If you leave, you will die. I understand that. But you can still save these kids. You didn't save anyone, Isabella. You only just see how much of a piece of shit you are by freaking seeing Isabella and everyone leave. The only thing you were scared about when you begged Isabella and the kids to come back was your own survival. You were just scared of dying. You're a coward. You make sure you ensure your own survival instead of these kids. How can you live like that? How can you live with yourself knowing each and every day, or almost once every month, you are sentencing a little child to death? You are sentencing these kids to death. How does it feel knowing you're taking the life away of a child? Do you guys not see this? Like, you can be like, but if she doesn't do this, she's gonna die. I'd rather be dead. I'd rather be dead than to do this dirty work. This is some sick shit. You are literally sacrificing kids. I get that you have that chip in you, and no matter what, if you disobey, you die. I understand that. I understand that. But here's the thing. Is it really worth all this, knowing that you're sentencing a kid to death? Your kid, mind you. Your kid. You could have had the courage to walk away from this. You could have walked away. Like, when you were younger. You could have ran away, walked away, and get over that cliff. Even if you don't know what to do, you could have been like Emma. Do you not see that? Sorry guys, I thought there was sound coming off from my headphone. But the point is, I don't care if it's for her own survival. I don't care that, like, if she doesn't do this, she's going to die. I'd rather be dead than to do this shit, because this is fucking sick. I'd rather die than forsake all these fucking kids. And I'd rather run away. At least if I run away. At least if I freaking run away, I wouldn't have all these kids' blood on my hands. All these years you've been spending, and never once did you ever decide, like, I feel bad for what I'm doing. I need to save these kids. Like, maybe she could even save a few dozens here or there. Maybe she could, like, fake it or whatever. Like, either way, sentencing these kids to death is still disgusting and wrong. But maybe sometimes she could turn a blind eye and let a few kids go. Let them run away. I know it's basically saying she's going to die if she does that. But you know what? Let me ask you something. Are you telling me if you were in her shoes, you would do the exact same thing? Don't lie to me. Are you telling me you would be a mom and you would sentence these kids to death? You telling me you would do this? Don't bullshit me. You know you would not do this. And if you would, you're messed up for that. And you telling me you would not want to run away? I'm just saying, the moment I found this shit's going on, oh hell no. I'm out. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm going to make sure I live to see tomorrow. And I'm going to make sure I don't get shit. Well, at the same time, I don't care if there's like a father, a mother, a grandmother system. I ain't a part of this shit. I'd rather be demon food than freaking sentencing these kids to death. You might as well be dead if you're sacrificing children to ensure your survival. What? That's some cowardly shit right there. I don't care if, like, it's to survive. Well then, so you're telling me that you're telling me it's worth, your survival is worth it if you kill little kids. Kill little kids. Basically, this is what's going on. Let kids be served on a silver platter, and I live. Not a bad gig. No, dude, that's disgusting. That's sick. Anyway, guys, sorry for my ranting on this. This video is already 14 minutes long, about to get to 15 minutes. Let's just get to the questions. What is your opinion on Isabella's character without spoiling? You can only mention stuff that we know right now. So manga readers, calm your shit. What's your opinion? What's your opinion on Isabella? Do you like her? Do you hate her? And if you like her or hate her, explain why and give real legit facts. Give a convincing argument on why you dislike or like her character. All right, then question 2. What would be a good question 2? if you were to be a part of this escape route, like if you were in on similar, not necessarily like from this episode, but as a general hold, if you were trying to escape with a group of people and you were in this situation, how would you benefit the group? Through intelligence gathering, physical abilities, good intelligence, tactician, like how would you benefit the group, and let me know why and how would you go about it. Once again, these questions are optional. You do not have to answer them if you don't want to, but it's good so we can have a discussion with everyone here as well as with myself. Let's see. Yeah, that's basically it. That's question 2. All right, guys, don't forget to like, comment, sub if you haven't already. Really motivates me to put more content out there for you guys as my guildmates, and I'll see you guys all in future reactions. We just finished this series, so it's going to be replaced relatively soon. If you guys don't already know, you should know what series I'm talking about. That's it for me, guys. Peace.